Good morning everyone, my name is Rough360 and welcome back to another video. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different from the normal videos that I do on my YouTube channel. This is going to be a little tutorial on how you can work OBS, stream/record, and a bunch of different options and stuff that you will need to stream successfully without any lag. So for me, this took a long time to understand. It took a long time to get everything correct. And yeah, so if you don't have a basic knowledge of like computer stuff, internet stuff, things like that, this is going to be a lot of trial and error, and I can't really help you there. But yeah, so first, obviously, you're going to want to go to obsproject.com/download. It is the download for OBS. And from here, oops, have my thing set on F12 to pause. So from here, what you're going to want to do is download any of the things you're watching this from, or using anything from. Windows, Mac, Linux, either of those three. And then once you download it, you're going to open it, and you're going to see something like this. Now, in my settings, it is a little different from yours. Yours will technically look like this. And if you want to change that, just go down here to Settings and click Theme Dark. I obviously like dark a lot more because it is more appealing to the eye, in my opinion. So, whenever you get here, you're going to be faced with a black screen and some scenes and sources and all that. So scenes are like, each scene contains sources. So if you add a couple sources here, let's just add that. Oh wow, that looks trippy. And then you add another scene, and voila. These two scenes are different. Now, for this, we're just going to remove that and remove this because we don't need it just now. So what you're going to want to do is, based on whatever you're going to do, you're going to want to go into Sources, Add, like right-click, Add, or press the plus button down there. And you're going to pick from one of these. So this is just type things that you could get just on the stream. It just stays there. Window capture, so this captures a certain window. I don't understand it that much. I don't understand this in game capture because a lot of the times it doesn't pick up a couple games or windows, and it just keeps the screen black like this. So I don't really understand. Video capture device would be like your face cam, or just a whole screen of face. So if you wanted to do that, just add it. And here's my face. Hello. And you could turn your device into other things. XSplit Broadcaster obviously isn't a face cam. But you can deactivate it. You could configure video. Now from here, hang on. I really want to block my face. Hang on. I'm alright with it, but well, we will need it for this actually. Hold up. So if you want to configure your video, this will make it your video thing more to the left, more to the right, wherever you choose. You could bring it up, you could bring it down. There we go. You could zoom in, out, stuff like that. It's pretty easy. Now, follow my face is very bad, honestly. It's just sickening, in my opinion. It just looks absolutely dumb. So I would not recommend keeping that on. Right sound, I don't know what that is, but I have it enabled, so it's enabled. Autofocus. Whee! You could just play around with that. I don't know why you would need, or focus, I don't know why you would need anything like that. Maybe to zoom in on stuff. I've done it! See, even I'm learning things this stream, or this video. Okay, so let's save. Let's press OK. Now from here, if you want to make the face cam smaller, all you got to do is click this corner and just make it as small as you'd like. Small or as big. If if you want to just make it a whole thing. I normally keep it around here-ish, and I normally configure my video and have it zoomed in a little more so that it blocks out a lot of the background stuff. And I keep it to where my face is, so if it's over here, then I would move the thing where it would fit. My face would be in the middle like this. So now that we are done with video capture device, now I'm going to go to audio input capture. Now if you want to do this, this would be like your microphone settings, like my blue snowball here, and or my better microphone. But you can put these to blue snowball, your webcam, or your desktop device. Now your desktop device is already no, it's not. Never mind. So you have this. You got your desktop, so it'll record all the sounds on your desktop that it makes. And if you want to mute something for a specific amount of time, you could just press this or this and put those on or off. Now we're going to get to display capture. Display capture is will always display your capture. And something about this that you guys have to note is that with your display capture, depending on what you do, your face cam or anything could be blocked up. So you really need to put the more important things on top. Because basically what it'll do is it will put the audio input capture at the bottom. And the audio input capture isn't anything that really affects the screen very much. So then it'll go to display the capture. Now display capture puts it in the back, like here. And then your video capture device, if you put it above, it'll be put into frame after the display capture. So it'll go in front. And you could keep doing this with a bunch of different, I wonder, actually, video, nope, that's window. If we could do another video capture device. Nope. Oh, wait, that might work. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Alright, so you can't do two video capture devices. By the way, I am using Bandicam to record this because I don't want to record OBS with OBS. So I just did it. So you could delete numero dos, because that doesn't matter. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this. You could add images, which you browse your folder for images on your computer, and then you could upload it and size it, put it wherever. You have a lot of option in OBS. You also have, where's one? Browser source. Now, browser source is what I use in my streams to get some sort of link. So what I will do is I will add one, and I will put it as https://www.youtube.com/roughrider360. And you can make it the width, height you want. Doesn't matter very much. And it will go to this. It'll go, oh gosh, wait. I didn't know it did this. Oh, good lord. Okay, we're removing that. I didn't know that it would actually play a video. Also, learning. But you could put it to whatever website. You can add crop things. So let's add a browser source, and let's go to .com/download. And from here, I could go into interact, and basically I could just scroll down. I could click things to bring it to another link. And I'm just going to scroll down to the middle of download installer. I'm going to press X. So that puts it right there. Now we could put a filter on this, and right click, add a crop/pad, and click OK. Now if we only wanted it to show the download installer, which I don't know why we would, but this is just an example. We would just do random numbers, look at what fits. 45, that's good. Top 400, nope, that's way too much. So it's like trial and error pretty much. 220, 230, there, that, no, 235, there. Now we're going to crop right, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 535. Nope, that's too much. 530. That's too much. 525. That's all right. And then bottom, obviously, 50, 100, 300, 295. That's good. Now, if we close, this will just be showing. The only thing that will be showing is this download installer thing. So that's pretty good for browser sources. Also, I do have like a page of notes because some of the things I actually did have to look up, but this has been extremely requested since I started streaming, so I decided I would just do it right now. And obviously there's a lot of stuff that I didn't understand, and then I had to learn about. It was about 30 minutes of researching. So from here, what we're going to do is we are going to click Settings. And in Settings, we will go to, I don't think we need any of these, but we're going to go to Output. Now, in Output, this is one of the most important things that you want to know. Is that the recording path is where your video ends up on your computer. After you finish recording, it will end up there. And yeah, so in that folder. You could browse, you could change it to other folders, you could change it to folders that you are more familiar with or that you use more often. So you could be like, oh yeah, I can find this easily. Versus files or folders that you have no idea where it is. You have to dig really deep in your computer to actually get there. So recording quality, I normally do same as stream. However, if you guys want, you could do any of these, just really good quality. But the higher the quality, pretty much the bigger the size. And the size, if you don't have too much space on your computer, is going to be a problem. Now, I use MP4 for recording format, but you could use FLV. Now, the thing about FLV is that it is not supported in HitFilm. Or, I don't know how many other editing softwares don't support FLV, but HitFilm I know does not, because I tried it last night, which was part of the reason why I had trouble uploading last night, which was Tuesday. This is recorded on Wednesday, by the way. So, yeah. Now, we're going to go to audio. And your desktop audio device could be, if you want to record your sounds that your speakers are making from your actual desktop. And you also have these mic devices, and again, if you're recording with a microphone or multiple microphones, as you see there are 3 things that you could add here, then you could just choose those and it'll put that automatically, I think, in every scene. Now these are optional, you don't have to do this. If you like push to talk or push to mute, you guys can do that, that's fine. So now going on to the stream. Now, what you're going to want to do from here is, if you're going to stream, this is for you. If you're not going to stream, you don't really have to listen to this, because it's not really important. So if you go into stream, you see these 4 things: stream type, service, server, and stream key. So you're going to want to go to stream type and make sure you're doing streaming services if you do not have a custom streaming server. If you do, you can click that. I don't know what the heck is down there. I haven't been there. So then you want to do the thing that you're streaming to, YouTube Gaming. I normally do this one just because I have a larger following on YouTube than I do Twitch. But for you guys who do like Twitch, then you guys can use Twitch. And this one's on Twitch because it's a new scene collection thing. Now you could show all services, doesn't really matter. It's most of them you will find here, the better ones, the best ones. Now you're going to find the one closest to you, bunch of different servers. And so to find your stream key, what you're going to do is go into YouTube, go into your dashboard. Now from there you will see a thing that'll say live streaming. And you will click on that and go all the way down. And kind of like on the left side, it'll say stream key, and then you will click show, copy and paste that into here. So you press OK. Actually, we didn't need to do that because I wasn't finished. So now this is kind of where it gets confusing. Back to output. If you stream, nope, not output. Where am I supposed to be? Okay, so at video, you normally, where is this? Okay, so you're going to want to select your base canvas resolution. Now this, I believe, is your monitor resolution. Not too sure. But I have mine at 1920 1080. Ooh, my hands are freezing. And the output resolution is either going to be higher or no, the same or lower. It cannot be higher because if it's higher, it doesn't make sense. It's using more bandwidth, using more internet up that is unnecessary, and it doesn't make the quality any better. So I normally do 1920 by 1080 and 1280 by 720. Now these two doesn't really matter. Normally 30 to 60 is what people stream at most of the time. Now, back to output. And this is kind of where things get complicated. It uses the resolutions here to kind of support what your bitrate should be. So, some notes that you guys want to know is that if you want to test your internet speed, go to speedtest.net. That is a really good website. You could test your speed, you could test your upload speed versus download speed, and all of that. So, to stream in HD, sorry if I'm looking down a lot. I don't memorize this part. So I am looking down at my notes. Oh, I should probably just... you can't see me anymore, fools. So, to stream in HD, you'll want at least 3 to 8 megabits per second with upload speed. Now, this will allow you to stream in HD, and if you don't have that upload speed, then you're probably going to receive a very hard time. You should just go with something other than that. Okay, so the rule of thumb is that you should use about 50% of your total megabits per second. Now, what this is going to do is if you have 2 megabits per second upload speed, then you will want to use only 1. Now, this is adding your video bitrate plus your audio bitrate. So if either of them together combined equal more than half, then you probably should make your bitrate a little bit lower. Okay, so here's the thing. if you have a low resolution, a resolution of 480 by 270, the video bitrate should be 400 kilobits per second, and your audio bitrate should be about 96 kilobits per second. Nope, I'm wrong. 64. I was reading the wrong one. If you have a medium resolution, which is 640 to 360, your video bitrate should be anywhere from 800 to 1200 kilobits per second, and your audio bitrate should be 96. If you have a high resolution, which is 960 if you have a high resolution, which is 960 by 540, or 854 by 480, your video resolution should be 1200 to 1500, and your audio bitrate should be 96. Yes, it is the same as the last one. I realize that as well. If you're recording in HD 720, which your resolution is 1280 by 720, then your video bitrate will be anywhere from 1500 to 4000, and your audio bitrate should be 128. If you're streaming in HD 1080, then your resolution, and if you are, then your resolution should be 1920 by 1080. Your video bitrate is anywhere from 4000 to 8000. Your audio bitrate is 192. And if you're streaming in 4K, your resolution is 3840 by 2160. Your video bitrate should be anywhere from 8000 to 1400 kilobits per second, and your audio bitrate should be 192. Also the same as the last one. So that's a lot of information to take in. By the way, we're going to have more episodes on this, so because this is a long tutorial. And if your stream buffers, pauses, disconnects, then you will want a lower bitrate and or resolution. So that's kind of where the trial and error kind of comes in. That part I didn't know until like a month ago, something like that. Now the hotkeys are pretty straightforward. I normally have them to switch to scene. I have them on my number pad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on my number pad. And you could do that for, well, I guess 9 scenes. If you have that many, if you have more than that, then you are crazy. But I only need less than 9. So I'm good there. Now, if you want to do these, then you could do them. Those are optional. But if we switch our scene to 1, apply, let's add a scene. And what we will do is we're going to click 1 on the number pad. Now, my mouse is all the way over here. If we click 1, nope, hang on. If we click 1, you have to be out of that. If you click 1, bam. And yes, that's pretty easy. And what you could do is start streaming, stop streaming, start recording, stop recording. Start streaming I have at plus on my number pad, and my stop streaming I have as minus on my number pad. And I also have mute and unmute for any of these. So if I want to mute, it would be like a stream starting soon or any of those, and you could do whatever you want and unmute. So if I wanted mute to be 4, then I could also add and make it 5 as well if I wanted to make another scene where I wanted that to happen. So then we could click apply, and yeah, pretty much done with that. So you could kind of mess around with your hotkeys a little bit if you guys want to. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, because doing so really helps me out. If you guys are enjoying this content, like to see more of this content, please make sure to tell me in the comment section below, because doing so really helps me out. I actually kind of like this. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. I didn't think I would have to do parts, because it's pretty straightforward, but I did. There will be a part 2 coming out on different scenes and how to set them up a bit better. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Adios.